All right. So here we go again. I know. Nice Saturday. Chill a little bit. The kids are out. The missus are out. So house is quite empty and quiet. But I'm glad to be here again. Well, it's been a crazy week. I've been at the games conference in Umeå. It's called the Arctic Games Conference. It was really, well, an eye-opening journey, if I say so. And you know, I met a lot of people, that matters within the industries, and then also like met a lot of like interesting people all over, and it's so crazy, because all of this made me realize more that the support that we need to give, like to our friends, colleagues, and everyone, like we need that. So I'm pretty sure, like at least to myself, keep telling me this with this kind of session, maybe this can actually help in some other way. To me, it's going to be like very helpful journey, like reviewing artworks, portfolios or everything, and hopefully for the one that's gonna get reviewed or like featured here, it's going to be even more. So we need to keep it up. Doing is just like be helpful. So if you learn something today, please spread it out, with love. And also, if you see me that I'm not doing any better, please let me know. Just put a comment, write to me, and tell maybe like, oh, Priya, you can do this better. You can do this. Help me, because that's the only thing that I can move forward. I'm fixing my mistakes if there's any. So, and I'm good at listening to those. So I never handle those as complaints or whatnot, but I always like look at it as a way I have to, push myself, learning from my mistakes if I made any, and I made a lot of them. Hello, Tanya. Good evening, and thank you so much for joining. Uh, Tanya is one of the artists that's going to be reviewed later. So tonight, as usual, like I'm taking three artists and creator that that have their result, their portfolio, the work of love that they want to share, and we'll see if I can like push them towards something a little bit more better. Because in the end, it's all about that, yeah. It's all about how to present the things that you already made with your efforts and your love and everything. Yes, Sven, as always, thank you so much for joining. So, tonight we have three artists. All right, these artists are Tibet, Christina, and Tanya. All of them are talented in their own way, but we know we will try to find someone and push, like push their work to the limit that they can exceed themselves, so to say. Because no doubt, again, like I said, these people are wonderful, but at least from my point of view, there'll always be something that we can, you can step up and do better. I might be wrong, who knows? But at least this is my opinion, my personal opinion, no affiliation. It's just like my personal opinion from based on my, well, journey basically. But if you don't agree, then it's fine. Of course, it's your choice. All right. So let's do this and let's see like the first artwork that we're going to, you know, not review, not review, but talk about, right? And if you want to like talk more, just to have like more connection with all of us, artists, helping each other, please feel free to join the Discord channel here. Hopefully the link works this time, because it's been 2 episodes of that link is not working, but hopefully, hopefully now it's something. All right. So, without further ado, let's go to the first one. Okay, I'm just going to open the person's about page so we can know a little bit more about the person. There we go. Ooh, this is quite amazing. So his name is Tibet Yüksel. I don't know, again. Oh, probably, but you know, maybe like someone else can give me like some input if that link is not usable. All right, so please do so, because if you see that, just speak up. Just respond to people. And hello, thanks for joining. All right, hello, my name is Tibet, 23 years old, male. I'm a game level designer. I have 1.5 years experience in gaming industry and have experience both in Unreal and Unity engines. All right, so this is dude, right? Dude looking sharp and everything. Adidas. And then the work experience, he described like everything like really nice in this one, right? Clean and straight to the point, right? So if I'm like just a visitor or I'm like a recruiter, I will know about this person like much more better just by looking at this. The only downside of this thing that I'm looking currently, right, aside from like probably scrolling down there to the bottom and find like his pages, I cannot find anything up here, right? So there is no mean for me to go back to the previous page, or just because I either have to press back, or it's quite a bit of inconvenience. Well, a nitpicky one, but still, it will be great if you keep at least, like a possibility for the visitor to go back. I mean, just snap, just like that. But I also like understand if you want your visitor to read through, right? So at least like a floating menu can help, so no matter you are in the page, you can always access those. Hello. Oh, it's Regis. What's up, Regis? Nice of you joining. All right. With some amazing artists as well. So yeah, that's good. That's good. Nice to see you here. Maybe I will review your work soon, live. Right. You and Sven, no exceptions. But tonight we're going through this one, Tibet. Like I said, all the what you call it, the show that they put on here is just like it's awesome, right? Right. And also, yes, I will be calling all of my students out. All right. It is Sander here now. Oh, I need to do that. Sander, you're next. Cool. All right, so let's go to the next one. He put all the work experience here, right? Like, and telling like all the description nicely, right? Like really, really nice. like Pack Studios as level designer, and then like with the date, like when he start working and when he had finished, and like I was the level designer working on a game called Ephesus, right? I was in charge of making the landscape, cities, villages, like exterior and interior. All right. So what's a level designer? It would be nice also if you pointed out a little bit about like when you told the audience about like I was in charge of making a landscape, cities, village, as what, as a level designer, or like what you like doing block outs and something like that. Maybe it's worth putting so it will be shown more, you know, on your stuff. Hello, thank you for joining. Aside from that, I think that this is good. This is clean, right? This is really really nice to have in a portfolio, right? So you just like, that's about that. Regis follows. Goddamn. And then after that, he got Tailwords Entertainment as level design intern. So when he was like doing an internship, he was apparently he's doing a Tailwords. Good company. And then like I was an intern program at design department. I created multiple villages, Battlezone on Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord. I don't know. Probably you guys have those games. I for sure have that game, so it's good to put. And this is like much more descriptive. Like I create multiple villages, battle zone on mono. So much more descriptive, even though like the words are shorter. Exactly, exactly. Bannerlord is a awesome game. And then after that, M8 games as game level design. I think Tibet put this as like not in a order or something like that. So okay, so because there are a lot of them, it's like in different dates, but I don't know which one is actually newer or older, right? So I think it will be best later if you choose like which one is actually your first project, your second project, and then just like put them in order, ascending, maybe descending. So it's going to be really really helpful and informative as well, right? For the people that looking at your description, like or about page, so they can get a grasp. All right, and then in Fire Bytes, like as game level designer, right? Like everything, like my two main responsibility were thinking and preparing presentation for games. Okay, and then that's it. All right, my input about this, Tibet. I think if you want to push a little bit more, right, because this is your about page. So put something more about you, like what else? Like aside from your professional touch, you might always want to add some from your non-professional sides as well. So we can get to know you better. Because again, please do remember that when people hiring a person, right? Anything, they're not only hiring someone for their skills. They're also hiring someone for their personality, you know? Because well you don't want to employ someone that lasts, you know can have like a mutual benefit for both of them. So I think it's good if you can just put a little bit something about yourself. So and also it's a good way to populate your otherwise blank page, right? So right now I'm looking good, go to the work experience, and then you have like blank page for this long. That's a waste of space. So either you push this like closer to make sure that people know that okay, that's it, and then they can go back to everything else. All right. So yeah, that's the only thing that I want to add when it comes to your about page, because everything else I think is already very very nice and clean, and that's what I expect, at least from if I'm talking about myself. Like I would hate to see something like you know too glamour or like too distracting, so to say, because I'm here to see about you and see what you did and blah blah blah. Just information in general. So you already did that. Okay, so the next one, we're gonna check because contact. I think I don't have to check contact, right? Because contact is just normal, you know. So aside from just giving this small of an example, let me just draw on top of it, right? Maybe you can put like some email icon in here. Maybe you can put like a telephone icon in here, and just be nice with it. And then after that, probably you want to put your face as well up here, like hi, like to make it a little bit more spicy. But basically, you need to work on this space that you have, right? Oh, my drawing is a little bit stale today, so please excuse me. And then arrange all of this nicely. Maybe you arrange within like boundaries of things. Align them, like put them like in perspective. Probably put your face in here, right? And then also like more information about how to contact me, blah, 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 if you cannot reach me here, and make this like more informative in general. So again, uh, just take advantage of the empty spaces. Don't just leave it to dry. All right. So let's go to the portfolio. Okay, so this is the portfolio, right? Nice and clean. When it comes to this, it's like a masonry type of visualization, so everything in a nice grid. But I think this don't do you justice, so to say, right? Because you need more attraction because these all of this I will consider as a thumbnail, right? And let's say if you want to click at something, you want to click into something that attractive, just like those icons you have in app stores, right? In Android stores, in Google stores, Play Store. You see that those icons sometimes it makes you want to click them and just download them without even knowing what's inside. It's just because it's interesting. So this, I think you might want some better representation on this one. My suggestion is this. Let's say if you have like this football game, right? And then maybe what this football game called, not only just by mouse over it, maybe you want to put like the title of the game and stuff like and put it like in a nice way. And also on this one, right? And also because you did like this, when you mouse over things, you have like this description that works too, but still when it comes to like visualization itself, I mean, you might want to put like some titling in there, and also refers from using like the same kind of framing, you know so maybe you can get like some more artwork from the screenshot from in the in game, or maybe some special angles that you can find, or some special artworks that you can procure from the artist, something like that. So right now, all of this is like really similar. Okay, really similar. This one is a little bit different. This one is a little bit action. This one is not too generic, and this one also not too generic, just same like this one, and also this one. So it makes everything looks more bland, right? Go with the titling, and probably choose a different angles, different point of view when it comes to the presentation of the title, because it will help you more. Okay. And I've been browsing your portfolio before this, this page that you sent me. And then when I click at it, most of them, like this one, when I click, it will go to like some other website and then have like all of this description, right? But I don't think that one will do you any good. I think it's better if you click this picture, for example, this icon of this game, and then I click it, you go to your own personal page. So you create a dedicated page about these games in general. You know, so you have the screenshots, you have like the more information about the game, the descriptions of the game, blah blah blah, and also it's a chance for you to break down your work. You know, you want to tell the everyone that I'm doing this, and I have all of the documentation. You know, so don't forget to document your work process all the time. I keep telling this to the students. You know, well, I don't know if they're listening to me or not, but hey, you know, I told them to do that. All right, keep all of your works in document. One day you will learn a lot from that, and also people will learn from those documentation. So help out, put it there. It will give more information about you. So I think, yeah, just do that. Because right now, like this game, for example, when I click this, it goes to a Steam page, you know, and but you don't want that, right? You want to have like a link to a Steam page later from your personal description page. So it's always about you first, because this website, right? You pay for the domain, you paid for the hostings and everything, because you want to push yourself. So push yourself first. Put your artwork or your result first, and then you credit everyone else. You know, there's nothing wrong about that, because again, this is your effort. It's all about you, and along the way, you also share credits to everyone else, and that's great. But about you. All right. So that's it. I guess for this one, there's not many that I can say, because it's quite simple. You know, you get the portfolio page, your about page, and then contact page. And that's, well, it's basically what you need. And you're already like in the right place. But again, when it comes to presentation, you might want to present yourself more better. All right? Because not gonna lie, that about page is like, it's about, and what you call it, it's the only page that actually talks about you, and that's still, you know, we talked about this before, it's still not telling a lot about you. Meanwhile, me, I want to know more about you. So yeah, hope that helps. And Tibet, thank you so much for sharing your portfolio here. But that's it. But if you have like more questions and stuff, just let me know. Send me more messages, and I'll be happy to help you out if you still need more. All right. So that's that. All right. Now I'm gonna drink. Ah, god damn it. Cool. I do hope that my students are actually listening to all of this, because later on I really want to see if they have their own website for starters. Imagine my student doesn't have their own website, their own portfolio showing. Just rely everything like in some free websites, you know, like ArtStation or whatnot. That won't count. So see, that is an example, right? This fan guy, right? But ArtStation, it's so easy. It's all about easy shit. You want to present yourself to the world, it's not about easy. It's about your effort. Your effort will shows then. You want to people see your serious artwork? Show them in a serious way. And it's also will make you more professional. www.sventheartist3dcrazyass.com. Trust me, it's money well spent. But yeah, all right. So the next one we have Christina. right? And then I'm gonna check this, and I definitely have like all my Swedish students here help me on this one. All right, websites it's in Swedish, so it can be a little bit of a challenge. Yes, you're right. Time to make a website. Don't go too crazy. It just need to be represent you enough. And hey, you got me if you need something. Keep coming back to me with those results and stuff, and I'll take a look. I'm here for that. All right, cool. The next artist that I'm going to present is Christina Carlsson. Right? I don't know how if I pronunciate it correctly and stuff, but we'll see. We'll see. It's a website link that she sent me. So I'm going to review like the whole website. All right? Cool. The whole website. Ba-bam. Let me find the clicky. There we go. Push. And there we go. So can be found at christinacarlsson.com. Välkommen. Yeah, exactly. I know that much. Välkommen. But yeah, looking at this, we have ohm, 0 meters, something like that. And then we have project, which if you mouse over it, there will be like 3D, right? Arduino and Blandat. I think Blandat is like mix of things, right? Arduino is art. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Sven. And then after that, we have Kunst. Kunst is like what? Artistry, something like that. And you have Kreativt over there. All right, cool. Let's talk about the titling and everything, right? All the menus and stuff. So when you create a website for yourself, right? When you have a website for yourself, you might want to know who's your audience, who's going to be looking at your stuff, and nothing wrong about wanting to be limited to yourself. Like, oh, I want to be local. Like, I only want my clients to be like from Sweden, for example. In this case, it's fine. There is nothing wrong. But if you're looking for more audience, some people that probably outside of your region and stuff like that, you might want to use language that's well accessible to a lot of people, right? Let's say English. Or maybe if you want to just publish in Asia, maybe you can use like the languages that they use there, like in Eastern Asia. Maybe you want to use Korean or like Japanese. It's fine as well. But know your demographics. And I'm not like blaming you or telling you things. No, not at all. Please be mindful of that. So you already did a great job. But when it comes to this, you might want to look at what you call it, the contents of the menu itself. You need to be more broad when it comes to things. All right. So if you have a category, please make sure that you have the right category where people is going to be where they are when they look for something. All right. So let's say I'm gonna test. I haven't tried this, but right now you might want to look at this, because if I mouse over this, that's called 8 edited PNG. That won't help for your whole website and metadatas and everything. You might want to change the name, maybe to like Christina's logo.png, something like that. So it will help you when your website is registered on the search engine, for example. And then let's click this one. Nothing happened because your link apparently, when I click it's back to this page again. So it's your main page. So if it's not really doing anything, you might want to just, let it go. Don't use it, right? Or usually what people nowadays do, they put the main link to their main page on the logo. So when someone click on their logo, it will go back automatically to the first page. You might want to do that. And then let's see, project. You have 3D, Arduino, Blended. Maybe we can check that one by one. And right now, I just want to scroll through your website, right? Your artwork is really good on this one. You can zoom this, but apparently it's limited, right? When I zoom this is like blocked by this unseen force. You might want to remove the zoom ability on that one, right? And this is really good and all. That's rich colors. And then there's like a wording, but this is not actually like fit in the center. So if you can rearrange thing a little bit so people doesn't have to scroll first, just give them as is, like they can start reading when they open your web page. It's going to be better rather than, they have to scroll, right? And then we have this, jag vill skapa det bästa av världar. I will shape the best, maybe, of world. So I may be butchering some Swedish here, but yeah. Thing is, it's a good words and everything. I want to create the best of world. See, I have my personal translator over there, so, and that's really good. Like really, really good. What you call it? Words to put on your website, and that's very encouraging. And I suggest you keep using that, to motivate yourself and to let people know that, like, okay, Christina gonna make like the best of the world, So here we go. Then let's go down. What's this? Oh, it's a arm. Ta-da! Sorry, I thought I was like, what's that? Okay, you might want to put like something that's clear in there. But again, like this is personal. Like I don't get it when I first see it, But maybe if you, okay, it's in this angle, right? But maybe if you change the angle like this, see, you can see it's like it's a hand, you know? Exactly. Might want to select a good angle. All right. And also your website in the very beginning is very clean, like very earth tones. And then now when I scroll, it's just like I don't know, it's like squirting rainbows in my face. Not that it's wrong, but you don't want to shock your audience that fast, You want to guide them, along their journey. You want to be able to make sure that they enjoy the whole journey. All right. Don't like, okay, calm tone, scroll. What the, those kind of things. So, yeah. And then you have this description, XR skapare, like creator, XR creator, maybe. Beteendevetare. I don't know what's that. Kunstner. I think Kunstner is like a painter, something. Artist, and programmer. So this is you. You want to tell something about you, right? But you might want to think about your layouting techniques as well. Again, when it comes to spaces that you have, you want to utilize it as best as you can. So make sure you put everything in perspective. There's a lot. Let me just give you like a. For example, if you put the description around here with the justification on the right, for example, this will help. by much. And then later, probably here, you can put like some icons of like XR. What's icon for that? And also with these behavioral scientist thing. Maybe it can be an icon of a brain or something, you know? Maybe. And then for the art, you can put like a paintbrush, right? And then you can put like an icon of a computer here for programming stuff, right? So that's the thing, you know, utilize your space a little bit. And I think this worth changing again back to that. It's better if you put yourself in here, you know, imagine that like your personality will show. Let's say you have like your picture about here and then you're smiling, right? Ta-da, like, oh, hi, I am these. So I don't know. I might be wrong, but just look like that, you know, like you're presenting yourself, like, ta-da, you know, you want that. So I think it can be very, very beneficial to do that. Layout. Now, there's a lot of like guides that you can find for layouting. So it's an old age thing, you know, like it's been there for, I don't know, for a while now. Leonardo da Vinci, you know, Vincent van Gogh, they be doing that layout thing, their artwork. So it will be nice to follow for like the viewer. All right, let's go to the next one. A little bit about me. Lite om me. If I'm not mistaken, that's a little bit about me. Now this one I cannot translate, but there. Okay, so I have a family in Stockholm, I guess. Like I live together with my Sambo and my bonus daughter with background in psychology, that thing, pedagogy, artistry, speak and programming, right? And like XR and everything. This is good. Oh man, it's fine. But okay, about this one, right? Like I said, let's go back up here and imagine if you can have like a dedicated about page. So everything about you is there, from your awesome picture, your descriptions, right? And then your experiences over there. So people can focus more to know about you. If you watch like this video, maybe not now, maybe later, you scroll back to that, to the one that I talk about in Tibet's work, you know, he's really have a good example that you might want to follow. You might have to build that more for you to tailor it more, but it's a really good example. So it won't hurt to have like a dedicated about page. Oh May. All right. So and then you have like your video. See, you're looking good and everything, and you have like voice, but unfortunately I cannot click this without messing all of my audio settings up. But here you're like talking about yourself and like blah 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 blah. I think it would be great if you have it dedicated in your about page. All right. So just a tip. And then this Mina Erbjudanden. Yeah, that's a lot. All right, Sven, what this? So it would be good if I know about this. Framför allt kreativt skapande i 3D. Okay, my offer. So you offering, this is your service page, I'm guessing. You want to let your audience know like, hey, I can do this. Hire me, you know, like. And I think same with your about me page. I think this will benefit to have like its own category up here, yeah? So when people click, okay, I want to hire this one, I click, and then they will know more about your services. And then play with the layout again. Make sure that they enjoy the layout. There's a lot, like tons of like website that you can see. Just take a reference and put up something for you that looks nice, right? And then what else? Like you will do like 3D, 2D, mest traditionellt, mostly traditional verksam inom 2D. Okay, you can do 2D and 3D, mostly in 2D, prototypes and more in detailed 3D models. So, that worth mentioning in a specific category. All right? And then you put like everything like, oh, if I'm doing 3D design, I will be doing it like I'm good with Adobe 3D Modeler and Painter, and then Blender, Shapes XR, Shape Lab, OpenBrush, right? And then when you do your animation and interaction, you're good at like using Blender, Mixamo, Accurig, Unreal Engine, and Unity. And also like when it comes to programming, you know, like psychology, health, and nutrition, something like that. So you want to put those categories like bit by bit and explain slowly, right? Because I think there will be a lot, this is for you as well, students. Like, I think you're going to be tempted to put your skill sets, right? Later. But you need to be able to take a look at yourself as well. Like, how good you actually at those software. Don't be bullshitting people, man. Because sometimes people will do just crazy stuff like, hi, I'm Sven. I'm really good at Maya. I'm maestro and shit. That's bullshit. Because I know you're not that good at Maya. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, you know, like check it out, like, and then take a look at yourself. Look in the mirror, like, how good is actually am I doing in this one? So put that in a percentage scale. Let's say from 100%, how good do you think you are? And I think it's worth mentioning. So usually for my own self, my personal portfolio, right, or my personal website, so to say, I will put that like in graph. So like Adobe Suites, you know, like including Photoshop, Illustrator. I might be good at that, like 80% of them, no problem. Give me those and I will do it, right? And I can back it up. And then when it comes to like 3D software, ZBrush or something like that, I will put like ZBrush 70% because like I'm dumb at that. There's a lot of things that I don't know, but in general, like 70%, I think I can handle that software. So be honest and just tell them like in like your viewer in a percentage, because that will help a lot for them to not justify you, but you know, to check, you know, just even for a bit they was like, oh, okay, this dude's kind of good at like Adobe software. Oh yeah, okay, this guy's kind of proficient and stuff. So your proficiency level, make sure you add those. All right, this is for later. Maybe you want to do a fix, and for the students, keep that in mind. Like seriously, you won't regret it if you put it like that. All right, so Sven, Regis, do good shit in that one. It makes you look professional as well. Don't put your picture too much because that will like destroy everything. But skill set. All right, so let's go down there, and now this is like the whole CV. Okay, so again, right? This one worth its own page. This can be on your about page. Include everything, cut it down, choose the one that you actually need to show. Don't be greedy. I think greedy is a harsh word, but I think you don't want to put everything in your about page, you know, just put things that actually matters. All right? You don't have to share this, let's say, online. You can have this page, for example, but this is for you to give. See, and I mean, they can speak Swedish, English. Oh, apparently, like he can speak Regis, Germany, Spanish. So you know, like those are like good feats that you want to, what you call it, just share like separately. you know, because those are like details, like crazy details. But the way you put the stars, this is the one I'm talking about before, you know. So your proficiency in those software, in those skills, like put like a small stars or like some, you know, points on it. And this is really great job, although it's really too much for me, right? Because right now when you talk about like programming, you can just like mention C sharp, Python, like JavaScript, HTML, like those are like categorized as one, as like a huge one, and then you check like in the median, like how good you are, you know. So and then you have like all your separate skills, which is crazy. You're like master examination in psychology. That's like. And then you have like your nursing programs and stuff. That's also wow. See, like all of this, you don't want to mess this one up with colors. Just go with like clean and easy to read. Sometimes colors help, but sometimes colors just going to, you know, destroy your information. So layouting. Go back to the book, check about like what's the best layout, minimalism, blah blah blah. Make sure that everything is good. All right. All of this worth putting or like worth giving, sending to people that really needs it, but you still need to be able to generalize it. Don't make it too much. All right. And then we have the down there, you have like, okay, if you want to contact me, just follow or like, you know, to get some updates about you, like subscribe to my mail, something. And then you have like your photo down there, and then like you put your email. It would be nice if you just put this in a separate page. All right. So there we go. That's only the first page. Imagine that, like, if I'm a visitor, if I'm a recruiter, or I'm a client, I have to delve through all that pages before I get bored. You know, like, oh, this is too long. When will I get like a good stuff? And some people, not some people, I think most of people, they just want that. You know, they want simplicity. They just want to be able to like get what they need and be done with it. Just like you when when you go to a store. Sometimes I know you want to like window shopping, but most of the time you just want to I want to buy a tomato, and then you go buy a tomato and go home. Easy, you know. So yeah, just some inputs. All right. And before I move to the next artist, the last one, but not least, I want to check your links on things, right? I will not be making like comments and stuff like that about your work per se, but I really, really want you to able to what you call it remake all of this, make it like more awesome and informational. All right, let's go. So I'm gonna click this one, and then this is your work, and then you have like, oh, in Shape Lab and Shapes XR, you managed to create this. Uh, really good. Like we got a spot. What's this? Like a crocodile dog. Excuse me. I mean, but I'm not sure what this is. I'm just like saying things that I see, and you know, like what I see is what I believe. You know, like you got some crocodile snake, dragon kind of thing, and then like, I think this one is this maybe. Well, I'm not sure. And then you got like something that looks like an Egyptian temple, right? You got like all lighting done, and then you got this. Maybe this is like a statue or a mermaid or something. But yeah, that. Ooh, that was crazy hair. This is like Regis hair. Not gonna lie, man. Like seriously, only you will meet Regis on the street, and you will know that like, oh, that's Regis. Sorry, Regis. I just cannot hold. I just cannot hold. But yeah, and all of this, with the result that you've been taking, I guess we're putting like this, you know, get some more references and how people display their artworks, right? When you have seen that those references, you will get to know better about like what kind of placements that I need, what kind of artwork that I need to be showing, what are the general people needs that will fit their niche or their projects or whatever. So, but try to check that first, and then you offer your stuff if you get it right. It's just like you need to check if you want to sell something, let's say food. You need to kind of do like a market research first, like what kind of food that people actually wants to buy, right? Or maybe a clothing, because you will fail if you, I don't know, let's say you're going to sell like a summer clothes in winter, right? It's not impossible, but it's going to be a little bit tricky. Even like bigger stores, usually they make like some discounts about stuff they're selling, like their summer stuff when they're selling it in winter, right? It's because it's literally hard, because the niche is not there, the need of the people is not there. So check on what they need, and then later put the things that matters. Okay, let's say this is an example. I'm seeing all of this. This looked like a level block out design kind of thing. So you might want to put everything level block out and design in like one page to make sure people looking at your level design stuff, right? And then this one maybe can be categorized as modeling. This one is can be categorized as modeling. This one as well with the hair cards and everything. So you might want to put them into like a separate groups, so to make it easier for people to just follow through your contents. All right, and then like this. Oh, this looks like Sven. Look at that, like, oh, I recognize Mixamo. Bam, just like that. It's good, but now you're adding like more. You're adding like animation, so it's overwhelming. It's not in the same category with what you've been putting up there. So you might want, again, might want to check that out and separate them according to their own category. And then you choose. If you feel that it's not your strength, I don't think it worth putting, right? When it comes to portfolio or surface, you almost always want only to show your greatest strength. And also, this is what I've been telling my students as well. If you're not good at this, don't even bother. Not that I'm disencourage them. No, by all means, no. But I want them to be able to prioritize and put the one that they actually good at in the front, so people can see. The rest, like I know Sven's draw. I mean, like I know Regis good at like doing 2D and stuff like that. But they need to compartmentalize a little bit. Know when they will put their artwork first. All right. So, but if you're still not sure about this, feel free also to contact me and just like, hey, Priya, what do you mean about like all this? Like I'm confused. So we can have like some further discussion as well, and it's hopefully it works. Now let's just scroll like again with the modeling, right, and the lighting. Now I cannot categorize which one is like lighting, which one is that. So do that. All right, seeing your artwork, they're looking great. The GIF, GIF is really hard. Sometimes it can be really uh very hard to load because the size of the GIF files itself, and then how you capture it. So be careful with that. And then you have everything like, oh, now Blender. I think it might worse again. Separate them. Now, and in Blender, this is the 3D software. Might worth putting as well, what you call it, tell. Like, okay, this is Blender. And I'm doing what? You know, like because right now, are you doing modeling or are you doing texturing or are you doing animation? That right? And this is a long scroll. Again, try to refrain from that. You know, make sure it's good enough information for people to just to can be digested in like a really really fast. Especially with nowadays culture, you know, you have this mobile phone and people be like in TikTok, like, okay, scroll up, scroll up, scroll up. They process information really fast. So make sure that your result is like good enough or entertaining enough for people to check and like okay, and then they move. All right, cool. Like all the mechanization, you have like all this animation. This worth their own pages. You can make like a thumbnail, just like in what you call it, in ArtStation or in DeviantArt or something like that, and let people click that thumbnail and lead them to like some other place, right? Some other page. All right. Okay, and most of the stuff is the same. So, yep. And then you have this blend that thing, and you have like a presentation, like all of this. You already make it into like separate categories, but I think it worth what you call it fixing just by a bit. Then you have this creative, no grow creativa, and another any other creative interest. Oh, you can do all this thing, man. This is awesome. This is old school, yo. This is nice. In reddening, I guess it's like some putting bouquet and stuff. You know, I don't have this. Tell me to like arrange this flower stuff, and I will mess it up. So that's great. Vac Vexter. I don't know what Vexter is, but painting, I guess. Yeah. And then like, oh, Bloomster arrangement. Oh, now this is the flower arrangement. God damn it. So in reading is decoration and Bloomster arrangement is the flower decoration arrangement, right? Send this one to Sven. He will love it. Sven eats flowers for breakfast. Mebel molding. Ooh, furniture painting. I do miniature painting, but you do furniture painting. Awesome. It's crazy. You know, like, what's this? Like some flying babies and stuff. Sigh. I know what sigh is. Oppa Gangnam style. But this is great. You already like separate this one into like some like different stuff. Okay. Nice. Oh, and then you can do like a board games. Nice. Some YouTube stuff. Oh, you got spiritual painting over there too. So, I oh, now you make me look bad. Cool. So that's that. That's Christina Carlson. So later on, Christina, like if you want to like hear more or I don't know, just add some more, like get some more inputs regarding your work, please feel free to let me know. All right. For now, that's like kind of the only thing that I can put, and then we can move to the next one. So the next one is one of an artist from Game Arts Education that will bring Sven and Regis to shame. No, 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 no. I really hope Tanya is here. Not gonna lie. Probably she got like bored and like, oh, what's this Priya talking about? Like I don't want to be listening to all of this. But hey, always worth learning. All of the journey that we do together is like it's a learning process. But I really do hope that you're here. And if you're here, you have questions, just write it. Like I really want to hear it. All right. Do I need more coffee? I think I need more coffee. So I will be right back. Won't be for long, but I already set up this BRB screen. It's pink and it's awesome. So please enjoy this one. All right. Got my coffee refilled. It's nice. It's still hot. Oh, goddamn. All right. Now, let's go. On the next one, Tanya been using ArtStation for portfolio place, right? But she also like did send me the portfolio links that rather than the ArtStation link. So it was presented because there's a difference, right? In ArtStation you can just give people your ArtStation like that, or you can give them the portfolio page that you can set up, right? Which artwork that you want to show, or things like that. So when later you're doing this like in ArtStation, artists, I'm looking at you. Use this feature. It's going to be really, really good, and it's also like worth paying the Pro or Plus, and just put your .com in there. So you just rent your domain. You paid them yearly, if I'm not mistaken, or you can always like pay your domain somewhere else if you find something else cheaper, like GoDaddy, Rapid Gator, stuff like that. Just go and rent some and connect it with your ArtStation resume. So you can have your own .com in there, right? And also along the way, you can have your what you call it, your email like masked in like some professional manners, like uh hello at priyabudiman.com, for example. So do that. Instead of like giving them your direct personal email, which is like at gmail.com, you give them your professional email as well, right? So people will see you like a little bit, professional. It's like, oh man, this guy's like, hello, it's svantheman.com. It will be much more better than like, hi, I'm Sven, this is my second email at gmail.com. Get what I mean? So, yep, please do that. Cool. Money well spent, as we say. Like I've been using mine for I don't know how many years. I never update that thing, but I still have like my own email when people wants to email me. So yeah, that's worth something. Cool. So without further ado, let's go to our last but not least artist. Whoosh. There we go. So of course, like my screen doesn't show like the whole website, right? So I need to cut it for some reason. But you can see like almost everything in here. You got the name right here. You got the title that you want. Like, hi, I'm Tanya Simonovici, and I'm 3D artist, environment or slash character. Make up your mind. No, I'm kidding. But which is something, because if you want to focus in like 3D artist, 3D artist, if you want to be more than just one direction, just put yourself as a 3D artist. Just a suggestion. You don't have to, but this is me. So if you want to do like environment, put environment only. Just add the rest. I mean, I know, because usually if you're a 3D artist, you can do almost everything, right? But the one that you focus more, put it first, and then the rest you can put like into the rest of my work bin. So people won't get confused. Just go like that. All right, cool. So Tanya hails from Copenhagen. She's from Ukraine, Denmark. So yeah. So this is, if you want to contact this person, like for professional reason, or probably hire this one. You never know. This is the email, because she gave me permission for this. So thank you so much, Tanya, for this. Hopefully you will get a lot of clients or get hired soon. Cheers. And then also, what's good about like ArtStation is you already have like all your skills compiled into one. So you can just put what you're good at. Like, oh, I'm good at environment design, I'm good at rendering, I'm good at 3D modeling, blah, blah, blah. You will have it here. You can put as many as you can here. It's also helped because these skills is also your hashtag, so to say. People will get that. And then you have the software proficiency, like all of this. Ooh, UV layout. Like if it's Priya, I won't have no UV layout here. For example, I will not remove Corona. I will remove Corona render. Marforce designer, I'm bad at that. Arnold, well, these are like just your normal Maya render, but you have like your affinity photo. That's good. And then you have your skills in Painter, 3ds Max, Maya, Toolbag for rendering, Unreal Engine. Like this is the way, and this is really good. And on a side note, back to the first one that Tibet has, this one actually have a back to top button. So if I want to go back, I can just click that motherfucker and I go back up. See, there's a good thing. If you don't want to use ArtStation, you want to do your own website, use the perks. Like, I mean, take a reference from that one. So you can like, oh, so that's how ArtStation do it, and then probably you can do that for yourself. All right, cool. So now I'm going to actually go to the home page. All right. So for Tanya Simonovici, you can find her in ArtStation, like magicelf1991.artstation.com. All right. Remember that? Type it, Magic Elf 1991. All right. Let's go to the homepage. Woo! My God. Okay, because all of this are what you call it, this is our station, right? I will not comment about our station because you know already like what our station can do. But I'm going to talk about the artwork now. So, Tanya, hopefully you're ready. I just want a sip of that before I start. Okay, first of all, like first and foremost, when it comes to your portfolio, all right, magnum opus, your thing, your best work ever. You want to focus on them, like only a couple of them that's actually really good. All right, you don't want to put like everything in the same place. All right, so what you call it, because you want people that, well, potential people that will hire you or take your service and everything to be focused on the thing that you did best. So only put the best of the best. Let's say 4 or 5, that's it. But those 4 or 5 needs to be like your craziest work. So if it's not there yet, just don't put it. Wait for it, because you will know when you finish something later along your work, along your like education and everything. You will see it like, oh, probably I'm done with this one, and I think this is my best leaf ever. You do that, and then now we'll go to your work. All right, so let's go. I will go with the this one, Baba Yaga. All right, Baba Yaga. I'm John Wick. I'm Baba Yaga. Yeah, but this is like a, like the childhood thing, like grandma living in a chicken foot. I remember the story. I know the story. I'm familiar with that one. So I'm very, very intrigued to see. I'm gonna click. Boop. Okay, so this is from Fabulous Concept of Antonio de Luca. I'm gonna for because I don't have like any permission from Antonio to just like show. I'm just gonna think that this is the one that you make is actually like the one that you taking references from. Look at this. Look at this. Your work. Renderings are there, details. Okay, let me just scroll on. Oof. Nice. Chicken feet. Call it. I never know about this dog thingy though. Is that okay? All right. Okay, you gotta turn around as well. This is well actually. How you put all of this really clean. Your sizes are just like in the right proportion for everything, so it's good. You don't have like sizes that like you too big or too small, so that's good. You keeping it moderate. Okay, facial features looking good, the bird looking good. Oh my god, this one's cool. Sven, what are you doing there? You hungry? Oh, amazing. Amazing. Your modeling is top notch. Oh, this is when you're like trying to just use like a matte cap of like metal matte cap and something shiny like that. Oh, look at those normals. All right. Hell yeah. All right, cool. Now your presentation is a little bit out of like, whack. Sizes and everything. Make sure you keep it standardized. It's easier on the eyes as well. This one is getting better again. Look, all these tiny details that you make. Okay, that's a lot of picture. And well, you kind of repeat a lot of picture. All right. So now it's just like my input on this one. Okay. Select the best angle, select the best features, and you break it down. Because right now I saw a lot of results, but I don't see any breakdowns. And I want more breakdowns. Because like Tanya, I really want to see how you work this. What's your solution in, like, doing your sculpts? What's your what's your workflow? I want that. So because you already have the turnaround. Better yet, if you have like an interactive turnaround that you can upload in Sketchfab, for example, it'll be a little bit more better because people can just like turn around and see what they want. So you can actually implement that. Use Sketchfab, like I suggest. You don't have to. I suggest, but I want to see more process. Not gonna lie. So put all your best angles, and then later one turnaround that people can interact with, and then break down. Break everything the fuck down. I want to see it. All right? Because this is a great work. Of course, I will have like a little bit of like nitpicky thing that I want to add, but be ready. I'm not here to bash you, but I'm here to just like, pointing things out, so to say. This smoke can be better, right? This definitely can be better. Because look at the card over here. You can see there, right? First plane, second plane. You don't want that. All right? Cover it as best as you can. You already got the basic. Cover it. Maybe not just flat. Maybe make those cards, a little bit round, circular, cylindrical. Maybe. But again, just a suggestion. And then what else? What else we can find? Like the fire. Ah, okay. Fire. All right. This is bright. This is a fire. Make sure that guy is actually changing the whole scenery. Because it has like a light properties to it. Like I want to see the light bleeds as well. It will bleed along this chimney, and it's gonna be really cool to see, right? So again, nitpicky, but hey, it's me. Maybe you want to rework that a little bit because I'm guessing you still have all of this file, right? You got, oh, hey, and thanks for the follow, right? You have the file still. Just do it. Because this is amazing. Let's go to the next one. Trees looking good, right? Flying squirrels is good. No complaints, no complaints. Yo, Tibet, I already went through your stuff in the beginning, so you might have to look through the recording, hopefully. It's still there because you was first. Now we're already on the third one. But thank you so much for being here. Hopefully the one that I put for you, it's very helpful. But I don't know, like I said, I'm gonna repeat this. If you need anything else later, if you have like more question, just feel free to send me a message. All right, I will help you as best as I can. But overall, you did a great job, man. Like I even like how you present yourself in the about section. So yeah, just check them back out. Right now, we have Tanya, and we're currently showcasing her artwork, Baba Yaga. Like this, you can pause this, but you not really can, what you call it? interact with it, right? So I think use Sketchfab or like a Marmoset renderer. I know ArtStation support Marmoset, so put your render there. It's going to be having your breakdown as well in that player. So because it can show your normals, it can show your roughness and everything separately, even wireframe. So maybe it's worth exploring. Okay. And then like the skin details, good job. Cute. This one. This one I want to point it out to you. All right. Everything. Let's say this squirrel, you have all the details in there. Like all the HD stuff is in there up to the detail of its fur. But if you compare this detail with this, you make Priya a little bit sad because that's why you want to measure your textile densities. All right. So make sure your textile density is global rather than subjective. Okay. So if you use 4K for everything. If you use 2K for everything. And then you need to make sure that the overall level will provide. And also be mindful about sizes. Because probably this is me, but I'm just guessing right now. I'm guessing you model this separately and arrange them in a scene. I might be wrong. I mean, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I'm just guessing, right? That's why you don't have the like the constant values of things. Maybe. But if you can, just make sure that everything in the right size. Every time you model something, always use the, what you call it, the scale reference. Usually I make a scale reference of 100 centimeters, 180 centimeters for reference. It's like the average human height. So it will be easier for me to guess my model sizes and then block out everything. And then later, if you want to model them separately, model based from those blockouts. So rather than just like, okay, I want to create a squirrel first, but you don't have a blockout for that, then your size will be messed up. So that's why block it out first, then export those blockouts as like some separate parts. Okay, maybe the blockouts for the squirrels can be just a box, but at least the box is going to be in the correct size when you export them. So hopefully that helps. But overall, great job on this one. All right. See, this is amazing artworks, and we still got like a lot to go through. So look at this. Ooh. Now I want to go through challenges in 2024. 3D practice sketches. 3D sketches done as study sculpting practice ZBrush. Some have texture from Substance Painter. Mostly they're just a result of participation in different challenges and challenging myself. And putting all the concept references from. Great job. Credit is where credit's due. So yes. And then you got the Rookies Challenge in here, 3D mouse of your own concept, the Queen's Gambit personal work based on the TV series Foster. I love that movie. Okay, so in here, this is your final render, your sketches. This thing's looking really good. Okay, but I noticed something. So sorry about this. All right. When you sculpt this guy, right, especially in the mustache, I mean, you did like a really great job there. So you already know like when the strains is actually going, right? just like that. It's really good. You know, the flow of it is really good. It's really nice. But later, when you put it like this, all the details are good. And later when you texture it, it got beaten by the texture. It's no longer flowing. Right now you can see this one is not even like half flows or like a nice blend to the underneath skin, right? You might want to work on that because right now it's the beard looks like a clump of things rather than natural. So you might want to see how do you blend, because this one, for example, this one is a still presentation. It doesn't even, what you call it, turn, right? It doesn't even turn. So you can manipulate this afterward with like some post processing in Photoshop, for example. You can just paint over those, you know, make sure that your presentation is nice enough. Because if you're sure if the render doesn't need that kind of a detail, then you can like finish the detail somewhere else. Just make sure your final presentation is out there. All right, retouch things. Time to get back to your drawing software and, you know, just make a nice blending on top of it. All right, because it's going to be like really different between, you know, presenting it in a grayscale and presenting it in color. So just something that you might want to try. And this one, you got fiber mesh. Do you notice the difference? Just like I said, because now this is much more better. Like if you compare with this one is a little bit more weaker. So great work. Yeah, use my inputs or not, but hopefully it will help that one. This one is nice. You use compositing in Photoshop, and then you do like a touch up here and there, and that's nice. Exactly what I want to see. This one you just like render the grayscale and put as like a overlay. This is awesome too. Great work, Tanya. Now you have this in from YouTube. And this is like something, oh my god, this is like a creepy Santa. This is creepy Santa. This look like Regis in his good day. It's really good. It's really good. You use like the Marmoset to its max, but 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 like the constant on this, right? Like I said, it's a still image. You know, clean this up, right? Blend it nicely. Maybe add like a more curved strands. Okay, blend it up like much more nicely because you're in the advantage right now because it's a still image. You can do a lot of things with still image. Okay, and it's not cheating, it's presenting your result. Okay, so please do that later on in your projects, in your schoolwork or whatnot. If you want to gonna be just presenting like that, send them polished, because polish is what you want on your portfolio. All right, cool. Let's go to the next one. Okay. Oh, hello, Regis. Hello. This is good sculpt. Oh, the texture that you use is good. Like the skin texture is good. And from this side, looks like Sven. You talented. You work with shapes. You know what shapes are, and I love seeing it. Oh, meat mat. And this is your meat mat's texture. Great job, Tanya. Great job. Okay, all the broken stuff is there. Nice, nice. Good addition. Oh, this is the one that's your personal concept. I like this. Look at the ear. The ear have menus on it. Beautiful render. Beautiful render. Keep it clean. Oh, the likeness is almost there. Almost there. It's there already though, but it's almost like nitpicky shit. But I can get, like curioso. See, like if the subtle is the change is like very very subtle, I don't think it worth rendering at all. Like this one, but polished. So that's great. All right, there's a lot of like good stuff on this one. Okay, time is kind of running out. Well, it's not that running out, right? But maybe in the next 20 minutes, I will have to bid you good night and farewell. But right now, I still have like stuff. For some reason, I cannot clicky clicky on the game project in some certain schools. I don't want to be in trouble, so I will click whatever you have, like outside of that. Okay, what do you have now? We have the orchid. All right, Sven, by the way, prepare your whatever portfolio you have. Make sure it's there because I'm taking yours next. And also Regis and Xander. Make sure you guys send me the link. Or the doom is on you. All right, so the extra mile course is you can get this one from 3dconceptartist.com. They have like a really good course, so you might want to. Next is the next Saturday, so make sure. If anything happened that next Saturday I cannot stream, then the Saturday after that. So yeah, just make sure it's ready by next week. At them. Sure, Regis, and come to me. I will come to you about your work as well. Okay, this is a very inspiring course, like using the multiple 4K textures and body, 8K for the body, so it's good. See you, Ben. Thank you so much for hanging out. So in this one, this is a really, really nice presentation. So later on, when you do characters, I mean, you're already in this course, right? So might as well use their techniques on this one. Like this presentation is amazing. Keep doing it. You can tone the background a little bit so it's more focused on your artwork. But, the option is yours, right? So just go do that. This one is really nice, like the composition. Like I love when people put like their composition nicely. Sorry about that. I don't know. There we go. And then we have some, like, this is really, really good. So, like, look at those lines. Just perfect. So, use this formula for your next presentations as well. This is a little bit distracting. Like I said before, before this image, the previous one, you can tone down the background a little bit so it will focus on your artwork, on your main character. especially when it comes to character, because you want to see the character. The background is just an additional stuff. But of course, you need to like be careful about how you later the final result blended with the background. So you know from this kind of like presentation, you know how to play with the background tones, right? But yeah, basically, the sculpt look amazing. I 100% agree. 200% ready. Agree with that one. Again, with this one, just beautiful. Just beautiful. Look at this. Oh, implement this to all of your character presentation. You'll be fine. This one also. This is a good, better example. Like the background is a little bit washed, it's a little bit faded, but the emphasis on the character is more there. So keep this one up. This one, you see the blending is not well. It's there, but it's kind of merged. Everything is kind of merged in the same place, so you might want to avoid that. This one is better. If you check this one and this one have more prominent in the character. So great job on this one. And you even have like this, what you call it, depth of field, foreground blurs. Nice. Turn around. Perfect. Nice. You cut the bust, and then you have the 3/4, and then you have the whole body. Perfect. Perfect example. This one is like basically for references like front, back, and the equipment. This one has the the 5 like side, and then like you have the 3/4 and you have the front. Doesn't have the back though, because it can be like you can add like the back as well, but this is good for like your viewing sake. This is good, but this is what I think, right? Add like more space, because right now you're cutting it like really close, yeah? But imagine if you give all of this like, sorry, a little bit more room to breathe. Let's say it's like over here, right? Like do a bigger frame. So it will have like a room to breathe for them. So the viewer will not feel constricted in a way. And then when it comes to the text, use like a normal text, like a normal bold Arial, just clear enough, because we usually we call this like a titling fonts, or like titling text. You don't want that, because this is a description. All right, so just use your normal fonts, but that's my 2 cents basically. This one kind of good, but still, it can be good if you have like a little bit more room to breathe. I love the background though, not gonna lie. This is beautiful because you vary everything. Room to breathe, room to breathe. It's good. This one is just, oh, this is amazing. You play like this, huh? You cut it up in half and like you present it like smart. But overall, like your work on this one is pretty well done. When it comes to presentations, you have a lot to like not fix, but to adjust, because all of this is a work of art, and I think you can only get better from this. All right, so thank you so much for showing us this. Okay, I really do hope like everyone can learn from your portfolios as well. And I'm really sorry, Tanya, I cannot like go through all of your artworks, but like I said, later it might worth consider to only put your best work on the front page, right? For a viewing purpose. Okay? And then later, like create like one more category as like other arts, and put everything else like challenge, like sketches, put there. but only put like the finished project that you love, that you feel that it will capture the heart of the audience first. Please do that, because you got a lot of a good work here. But sometimes you need to be able to say goodbye to those that, not there enough. You understand what I mean? Not say goodbye is like delete that. No, 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 of course not. But you need to make a hard decision, because as an artist, I know you will love every single thing that you create, of course, right? Naturally. But also, you need to be able to make room for the things that you champion the most. All right. So please keep keep your mind on that. All right. It can only be better than this. Maybe one day I will like jump in your classes and just, check how things working right now. You guys like in a project or whatnot, but I wish you the best of luck, right? I'm here, you know. If you want it to be free, you can join my Discord and like just take a talk with me, or just like message me in my personal Discord. I'm here to help, all right? But also from time to time, maybe if you need like some help in more professional manuals, you can come to me as well. All right. So thank you so much again, Tanya Simonovici. Hopefully I don't butcher your name. Not gonna lie. I'm just like reading it like I read it. So Magic Elf 1991.artstation.com. Check this one out for like more artworks. And hopefully in the next update that she made, she's going to be including her, what you call it, breakdowns as well. Because me, for once, I really want to see your process. All right, cool. So, whew, that's it for tonight, I guess, because that's crazy. Like, this is the best. This is the best. I got various portfolios that I'm working. Like, I got Tibet with his like design, like game design. And then I got Christina before with her like beautiful artworks, like everywhere, like doing all artsy fartsy things. And then we got Tanya that's focusing more on like 3D art and environment and character. So oh, you're the you don't have to fix all, but hopefully my feedback helps. And I'm really sorry. Please excuse me if I use like the wrong wording or something like that. Like, I'm a human, so I made a lot of mistakes. I'm sure a lot of my students knows too. When you call them, like say my name, and I'm like, oh, Priya, not always the best. But yeah, at least I try, right? And thank you so much for letting me learn more from what you're sharing. Okay, if you do fixes or you want anything else to be featured and talked about later, please let me know. I will be more than happy to talk about your artwork again anytime. Just give me your link and just talk to me. Send me a message like, Priya, I really want you to talk about like this artwork that I'm working, and I will try my best to smash them. So all right. So yeah, and I really do hope that you guys enjoy this session, and please help me out, spread these words. Talk to your friends, to your families, to the internet about this show. I really do hope that more and more people open to just come and share their work, because this is not the time for like art bashing or like shaming or not. No, it's not that. It's all about learning from each other, learning from each other's goodness and mistakes. Because there's always room of that in our heart, and I really believe that we can make it happen. So I think if we keep supporting artists all over the world, it's just a karma thing. You just do a good thing, and then you just poop, right? Ah, that's too much. Like, already one of my artist friends saw the stream. She wanted to update her, and that's great. So please, just don't be shy. Add me on LinkedIn, add me on our station, whatever, email me. But, let me know. I will be more than happy. And also, I'm not promising you this, but in the next streams, in the next episode, I will be bringing guests with me. Like, seriously, like people that do magic stuff, like good things, artists mostly. And well, most of them are lecturers as well. So you probably already know who there is. I give you a hint, probably you teacher, but we'll see. But we'll see. Like hopefully I've been talking with some other professionals as well to from time to time help me because it seems like they like this idea as well because they know they're professionals because we're doing all of this non-profit. It's for the sake of our own educations as well, so we need to keep this brain working, right? So thank you so much for letting me learn from all of you. Humbled by that. Thank you so much for your trust, but letting me just show your artwork in the internet. You're the real MVP. All right, so okay then. I really hope that you guys have like a really really nice weekend. Get some rest. Monday will be like something again. Keep hustling and do your best. And I will see you on our next show. Or if you just want to come and say hi while I'm drawing, I'll be doing that around Friday, around these times as well. Usually I'm not that talkative, but I'll be drawing. Cool. All right. Thank you so much for the follow, for the viewing. Please, again, spread out the good words. All right. Have a good night. Have a good evening. All right. Salam and peace.